Are we live?
We have been. He shaved his balls for this one.
No, I
What do you
didn't.
mean?
I didn't give the joke yet, you fuck.
Well, then give the
Okay, we'll just do a cold open. We'll start a few minutes before this. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Clone Incorrect podcast. I'm your host, 7.7. We're here with 556, Harambe, Wapdillo, and our special guest for the night, What's Your Transfer? How you doing, Transfer? How you doing?
Good, man. Doing good. It's going to be an eventful evening, so to it.
Yeah, judging by everything that's happened so far, I think you're right.
Yeah, I'm just excited to be here.
You want to say the line? What?
I feel good. Had a good dinner. Gonna shave my balls. Feeling
There
slick.
we go.
Ready for this. The world is my oyster right now.
Are you ready to shuck it?
Oh, I'm ready to shuck the fuck out of it. Transfer.
No, I don't. Since we didn't know we were going to start, I don't think we have any topics lined up.
There's actually, I guess, the easy start that I can think of is everyone's talking about the 4 e-file thing that's possibly.
I saw that today. I'm excited.
Yeah, but how about the backlog that's going to happen and the website's going to crash like 5 times?
Oh yeah, the government.
So
the government.
The ATF. I actually know a bit about NFA stuff because I of NFA. So something you have to remind yourself about NFA sales and the ATF and shit like that is it is a thing that they're very slow to change it, and they were actually getting ready to roll this system out for Q1 of 2020. Then COVID happened, and they did not have the logistical power to get it done. Now they're getting to it. They've been planning and trying to figure out how to make this happen a good while.
What is it going to do to wait times once it gets caught up, though?
If it fucking works, it's going to drop it down to probably in the ballpark of anywhere from 1 to 3 months.
That's hot.
If it does. If it does. Now, you will probably also, usually, my rule of thumb for people when they were filling out any sort of Form 4 in general, is that they were doing it as a trust versus an individual. They would still have to add in probably about a month worth of lead time. That's just a good rule of thumb, and probably that would go up to 2 months, I think, with digital stuff. But it will theoretically see NFA leads get cut in half. It also makes things that otherwise nobody was fucking buying in the industry, factory SBRs, actually a product people will pay for.
Yeah.
Because nobody was going to do it. You'd buy a lower, or you'd buy a pistol, and you'd SBR the fucking thing. Now, factory SBR SKUs from companies like Daniel Defense or Armament or things like that, they still actually make that as a factory SKU and a factory UP of this is this type of item, and it is a factory NFA item that is an SBR. People actually fucking buy that, whereas like if it hit in 2020. And every distributor and vendor is sold out all the fucking time. The last thing that was sitting on the fucking shelf at vendors that I remember hearing about and thinking like, damn, that would be kind of fun to pick up. Factory Daniel Defense Mark 18 SBRs. Starting a Mark 18 SBR, they were still in stock and everything else had flown away because the fuck is gonna pay for a factory SBR and wait a year for a tax stamp when you can buy it a Mark 18 upper and SBR any random ass lower and have it stamp in 2 weeks.
All sounds very appealing.
I've been recently going along that Form 1 route for 2 cans I'm working on. And this new e-file system is going to be nice.
Yeah, it's going to be nice. It's just going to take time. That's the thing when it comes to e-file for it to shake now and have the issues figured out. But this is not the first time they've done e-file. It has been a system that has been used for a while. The trade-off here is I think you're going to see a lot of shops actually make you file your own shit, which is going to make the Silencer Shop kiosk inherently the way everyone can. Because the kiosk makes it so much fucking easier than having to roll your own fucking fingerprints or go to a fingerprinting company. Any of this shit that nobody wants to fucking do. Makes more sense just to go to the kiosk and come out and be done.
I think I was about to ask how it's going to affect the silencer shop shit.
So silencer shop has been largely digital. That's the thing, but it's you have to understand how this works and how lazy the ATF actually. Nobody who works a government job has any aspirations for anything in life. ATF NFA branch is based in Martinsburg, West Virginia. And this information public. Look up ATF NFA. All this stuff about it. Pull their office to West Virginia area code. And those guys, their office is basically, when it comes to investigators, to actually work on investigations, 4s and Form 1. You're going to see anywhere from like 6 to maybe a dozen people working on those investigations. The whole country. And so if you have that, it can make things definitely a little bit easier.
It's kind of insane that there's that small amount of people, because I was told that we need 80,000 new IRS employees to just to look at the 160 billionaires that we have, just only for them, not anything else.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's kind of the thing that you have to think.
What was that? You cut out a little bit there.
Transfer has lost all connection.
Yeah, Discord's being fantastic as usual for us.
Yeah.
Man, yeah, they get those new IRS agents, so make sure you're not sending more than $500 in Venmo.
Yeah, dude. I don't know. I'm really glad they're focusing on that and not the other things that were issues during the election cycle and are just suddenly fine now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know anything they've talked about.
Man, that new form for e-file system, the new e-file system is going to be so nice.
I haven't heard anything about that until you guys start talking about it.
It'll finally make like 2-stamp guns like a thing.
I've considered getting an integral upper.
I wouldn't.
I would.
Because of the heat. Well, what caliber are you going to be using, or how hard are you going to be using
5.56 mag dumping into trash. Go fuck yourself.
Dude, that is going to get hot as fuck.
I'll wear an asbestos glove. I don't give a shit.
The can's going to get hot.
I'm hot. Fuck you.
Transfers back.
I transfer.
Oh, transfer.
We can't hear you, but you're here.
He's here in spirit.
He's here.
Why
in
does
spirit.
this always happen?
I
don't know what
started.
you're talking about, Ethan.
die.
Nothing is happening. Everything is
fine.
There is no war in Bossing say.
But I wouldn't get an integral upper.
But they look so cool.
Fuck you.
They do look very cool.
The only integral shit I've seen that's cool is those fucking like a 1022 or some shit with like a 20-inch suppressed barrel.
Yeah, those are pretty sexy.
All right, real question time. When is an American company going to make something that looks close enough to a VAL or a VSS that the Tarkov player and me will be happy?
Fun little thing about those are in the new Call of Duty, right?
No, not the new COD. They were in a few CODs ago, though. The new ones were just World War II shit.
Oh, yeah, a couple CODs.
Yeah,
Younger family member was playing that shit. Took him shooting. He's like, "When are we gonna?" He's like, "Do you have an AS Val?" And I'm like, "I fucking wish, kid."
Do you have an M240 Bravo,
Yeah.
Mr. Watt?
Yeah, I love when you'd see that shit at the shop.
Transfers back.
Some kid coming to a gun shop. And
Oh, he's
Hi,
very
guys.
quiet.
I was setting up the push to talk.
Sweet, it works.
Turn you up a little bit on my end. Yeah, you
Yeah.
sound good, though.
You sound smooth as
Well,
silk.
thank you.
Almost as smooth as my freshly shaven balls.
Hey.
Well, whenever you shave your balls, I've never shaved mine. I'm a terrified to.
Oh,
I'm a
you
bitch.
fucking pussy.
Is it like like shaving your face? It's smooth one way, but the other way.
So
since
we
I
can
don't-
talk about how
Make
I
sure
do
the
it.
shower
So
is cold.
And like whenever you rub up on your balls, is it different than?
I
rubbing
go down.
on
I
them,
do it
if that
down.
makes
So what
sense?
I do is I take the nut sack, okay, pinch it with my fingers, bullet taut, and then a downstroke with the razor. And just keep following that all the way around until they're smoothly shaven.
It just sounds so scary.
See, I do upstroke, but then I'll sometimes nick the bottom of the shaft, and then I'll fucking scream for 20 minutes. It's great. It's really good.
Yeah. It's real scary shaving your balls until they're in someone's mouth, and then you're like, wow, this was worth it.
Yeah. 100% worth it. No question.
And then you're just putting your life in someone else's hands whenever you put your balls in someone's mouth. Like, man, if the human jaw is so powerful, they could take those suckers right off if they really wanted to.
That's why I trust WAP very much.
Sir, no.
I didn't think we were dropping that bomb until episode 15.
Episode 69 is when me and Ethan release a sex tape where I just fuck them through the mattress.
Nice.
Oh,
dude, I would just splooge everywhere.
I'm whitewashing his balls.
Speaking of sex tapes.
Go on, someone else.
Ethan doesn't like the fact that I'm going to sexually dominate him in episode 69.
What do you mean I don't like that? What do you
seem to keep trying to change the subject where I'm going to absolutely rearrange your
Anything
guts.
he's asking for.
Okay.
So,
wow, listen, huge fan of the idea. However, what's your transfer is here. We're doing a podcast with him. We can do a sex podcast together if you want. That's fine. But let's do this.
Well, he can join in too. He can come back.
Is he going to be raunchy?
Somebody's back.
Hang on, he's talking.
It's a little rude not to invite a guest, is it not?
Transfer, do you want to be there when me and Ethan fuck?
Yeah, I'll bring some popcorn and we'll get
nice.
it. Should be fun.
Hell yeah, brother.
We could do the thing, like, we could have Transfer and Ethan 69ing on the table, and then WAP could just walk around both sides and take turns.
Please?
I thought this was a gun podcast.
WAP does have a good penis.
Are you sure this will help us get listeners on our gun podcast?
Yeah, they did do with guns for a while here, dude.
I wish I knew how to quit you.
I don't know. I think it's going swimmingly.
Well, no, this is the thing. The reason people like our podcast is everyone else takes themselves just a little bit too seriously. Even if they say they...
Yeah, especially that slur from CBR podcast. You know, that Nate guy we had on here.
I don't know what you're talking about, bud. We're the only podcast.
That's true. JRE?
No, doesn't exist.
Joe Rogan actually last week asked us to be a guest.
Yeah, Rogan wanted to.
Joe Rogan's not very into guns. We had to tell him no. Like, I don't want to just make you guys listen to some boring professional fighter or something like that. We'd much rather have a bunch of internet micro celebrities.
Yeah, Rogan tried to come on, and it wouldn't be good for our brand.
Not at all.
We can't risk being on here with some kind of extremist injecting himself with horse semen or whatever he was doing.
I don't know. He said he was going to bring ivermectin for the whole party, so that
ivermectin.
Good for you.
Someone sent me a meme today, and it said, "Dudes are scared of the COVID vaccine, but have been shooting up fucking sketchy ass sups for the past couple of years." And honestly, it's true.
Yeah. You could make that a debate about anything, like scared of the COVID vaccine, but eating those McDonald's quote unquote chicken nuggets, right?
You mean
I don't know what kind of bird that is. It's good though, so I'm gonna keep eating it.
Do you remember the lady in New York that I don't know if they were related, but there's a video of this lady catching pigeons in New York, and then a month later, a restaurant got busted because they were using pigeon meat. A Chinese restaurant.
I've said this a couple times. If I ever had fuck you money, I'd set up a Chinese food restaurant right next to an animal hospital just to make people laugh.
I have a buddy that actually he said that he was out at the lake with his dad and they caught a turtle, and they took it to the Chinese restaurant to see if they'd buy it, and the guys told him to fuck off. and then came up behind the restaurant 10 minutes later and bought the turtle.
You know, I wouldn't be objected to trying turtle though. Like turtle,
It's
I bet
delicious.
pigeon
I
would
ate
probably taste
octopus
pretty
tonight.
good. Like I bet it'd be greasy.
Bro, are you Steve
I ate
Ranella?
octopus tonight.
I'm just saying. I don't know. All right, we're gonna go to a new topic. What do you think the best part of a human would be to
Oh,
eat?
fucking
Oh my
thighs.
word.
Penis.
Mm. Oh,
Yeah,
for
just
sure,
thighs.
dude.
So another thing, whenever you're eating a cow, right? You don't really care. You're like, okay, it's beef. All
Not
cows
true.
are the same. There are a lot of humans
Not
on
true.
Earth.
True.
Okay, but like if I give you a steak, you're not going to say, "Well, let me see a picture of the cow."
That's a bold
right? You're not
assumption.
going to ask.
I would like that.
Actually, that's pretty fucking
Yeah.
cool.
That'd be cool.
I'm just saying, would you? There's a lot of people on Earth I wouldn't want to eat looking at them, but like getting the idea out of my head. Usually, the fattened up cows are better. Do you think what's the ideal like body fat range of a person that would taste the best?
Like BMI wise?
Yeah, sure, we can
Mm,
do that.
6,
I don't know.
I don't know, somewhere in
I don't know, I
between
mean-
14 and 88%.
God damn it.
God.
I don't know, or maybe 13 and 54.
There's also definitely gonna be Wagyu people out there that you just look at like,
Yeah, the Japanese.
well, no, not just Japanese. You look at it's like, oh yeah, that one. That's definitely at least like a FICO of like
How
750 right
great
there.
the clapback Wagyu beef is. We nuked those little fuckers, and they're like, fuck you, round eye. We make beef better than you.
That's true. That's true.
What a fantastic job on the Japanese part. They're like, watch this shit.
Today we're going to totally destroy the American education
Oh,
industry.
you like a big boobies? You put them in
the
cartoons.
the Wagyu beef offsets the fucking seven floor anime porn stores they have in Japan. So
Dude, how many people?
What else does Japan have that's cool? They have those little tiny
Yeah, little tiny cars. Cartoons with big boobies.
Cartoons with the big
Milkers.
tits.
really good transportation system.
On some of the some places in Japan, you can go fishing, kill the fish, and bring it up on the boat, like spearfishing, and then they will make you sushi from a fish you just killed.
They also have that fish that like if you eat it wrong, you
Oh.
just fucking die.
I-
That poisonous
Well,
shit.
right. Depending on your
What,
perspective, you might
lionfish?
eat it right.
Are you talking about lionfish?
Or eat it
The
right.
spiky
Yeah.
ones?
I don't know if no. The one that like if you cut it wrong,
pufferfish.
there will just be poison all
Pufferfish.
through the fish
Yeah.
meat, and then you die.
Fugu.
Fugu.
Fuck you. Yes. Fuck you.
Also, the mob in Japan, like
Oh, the
What is it?
Yakuza.
Yakuza.
The Yakuza.
Yeah, there was I think it was like some Yakuza break off. It was like a cult, and they used sarin gas in like a terrorist attack. So that's pretty
Oh,
based.
yeah.
And Japan's so
Fucking
cool.
turn yourself sideways and they won't see you. It's fine.
Oh, God.
Like,
It's
why are you
American.
Do
afraid?
you
They shoot
think
the thin
that the eyes angled that way would make your dick look bigger?
I mean, it would almost have to looking
Yeah.
at like the.
Yeah, you have to scan more up and down. You cover more distance to see the same
Yeah.
thing.
I feel
I
like
just-
Japanese people would have better vision at distance too, because they're like always focused.
Already squinting.
Hyper-concentrate.
Yeah, what's the
Alright, yeah.
magnification range on an Asian person?
Is it fixed power or is it like an LPVO thing?
I think it would definitely depend on how high quality your Japanese person is,
Okay.
because like there's those cheap LPVOs that are like 1.5 to 6 instead of 1. I think if you got a good Japanese person,
Hey,
it could
let
go
me
down
get
to
the
1
Asian
power.
mommy if it's a 7x35, bub.
Did you just say a good Japanese person? Is this possible?
Oh,
You know what?
Hang on.
I didn't think we were going to be racist today.
That's the whole segment getting used.
Honestly,
Just like
I
Japan.
just along for the ride.
I just like how if you have a shit box in Japan, you can sell it to a dumb American for like 500% of what it's worth.
Yeah, bro.
500% is a very conservative estimate.
Yeah, it's way more than that.
Bro,
Like
this
a
is like an import.
1994 fucking Toyota with like cat piss all in it, and people been sleeping in it. No tires on it. 12
JDM,
Shitbox
dude.
gang.
Light use has just been sitting outside for the last year.
I'm so glad there's like not many of those people on the like eastern side of the country, I think. Thank Christ. Like outside of big cities, of course. I'm not a city person, so I wouldn't know. Every time I see one of those cars driving around with the fucking person on the wrong side of the car, it just makes me angry because I know the best part of their month is going to Wendy's on the drive-through, and the drive-through person's like, "Oh, you're on the other side." He's like, "Yeah, this is an import. It's actually from Japan. 96. You might have heard of it." Like, no, you're a piece of shit for like getting
Oh,
off
dude.
to that. I bet
Question
you
is, does
jerk
that guy-
off whenever
does
you
that
get
guy-
home because the fucking 19-year-old working at Wendy's
Does
was
that-
confused.
No, what they do is they meet their friends. They're like, "Bro, you want to go to the AutoZone parking lot and vape?"
I'm gonna be honest
That's the
with you.
highlight
Or
of
you
their
say,
week.
"Oh, dude, the car meetup is so fucking great," and it's like a fucking BMW and a Subaru and that thing. Like, shut the
I would
fuck up,
get-
dude.
A fucking right-hand drive card just so I could go through the drive-through in reverse.
Holy shit.
I mean, one, to flex on a woman for being able to put a car in reverse and not crash it. And two,
How many? I think it's harder to find JDM cars imported like that because if they've been around long enough, they're bound to have been crashed by the Asians driving them. You have to import them new.
He's got a point. God damn it!
There's not like when have you ever heard of a high mileage fucking Toyota?
that's a good point.
You don't.
No,
Except for the trucks they
all-
sent to the Middle East.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, American-made Toyotas are great. Japan Toyotas, they're fucked the minute they go out of the lot. What do you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think what's the average lifespan of a vehicle over there? 20. I read somewhere. I'm not making this up at all. It's about 25,000 miles before the car just has to be replaced.
No shit.
That's a statistic, not made up at all.
Well, I mean, you don't have to drive it very far either, and anything you do is going to be better than the fucking North Korean industry.
Yeah, Japan's little, I guess, ain't it? Like the size of what, California?
Yeah, about the same size.
Oh no, it only took 2 nukes, so pretty small.
Oh my gosh.
Wiped out the whole country. It's so weird as well, just thinking about how big America is, because you talk to like I know of people in Europe that like how they don't visit their family for a very long time because they live like 3 hours away or something like that. Like people like they live in Belgium and their family lives in Germany and they just never visit because 3 hours in Europe is such a absurdly long distance. And why would they ever drive more than 20 minutes at a time? Just a different way of thinking, I suppose.
I drove 8 hours one way for a baseball game. What they're talking about.
Yeah, that's fucking wimp shit right there. Like, I'll drive like 12 hours to go shooting with friends. What the fuck are you guys doing?
Oh god, that's dedication.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that for any friend.
I mean, if ammo was provided, then yes.
Oh, if ammo was provided, I'd drive 6 hours for like a mag. If gas is provided as well. Man, we're really fucked.
That's another thing. Is have you seen those pictures? Like, have you seen how big Africa really is? It's like superimposed on the world.
I like the ones that are like just totally fake. Like there'll be Africa and then there'll be an Australia in there and then somewhere there's like Texas engulfing the entire thing.
Yeah.
Well, if you ask somebody from Texas, they think it is the biggest landmass.
Hey,
Oh,
remember, it's
Texans
not
are
a
so-
state. Remember, it's not a state. It's a republic.
Texas people will tell you about something that's like so innocuous and be like, "Bro, we have this shit in Texas called beef. I don't know if you've ever heard of it. Barbecue it over this shit called charcoal, and it's so good."
Oh yeah, Failer. If
Yeah, we
Texas
have
ain't the
that in the
biggest
rest of the
state, how
country,
come
too.
I
You know
can't
that,
see
right?
the other end of it?
Alaska would like a word with you, sir.
Alaska, that's up near
No,
Russia.
that's like
I
the
don't need
real
them communist
gun-friendly
bastards.
state.
That's a trick question. Texan education does not teach them about Alaska.
You actually are probably right about that.
What?
You're right about that. You're definitely right about that. They don't. I've known people from Texas that said yes, quite literally, they have not only a U.S. history class, they have a Texas history class, and there's like taught the exact same way that you would teach like U.S. history. And I can't think of any other state that does something like that.
Man, people always talk about people from California being really annoying. People from Texas are up there too.
It's
Like,
it's the bell curve or whatever.
They'll go like a state. They'll go a state up to Oklahoma. They'll wear their large cowboy hat and their boots that they've never worn outside into a Hardee's. And I'm from Texas. If you couldn't tell, they're putting on a real fake drawl they never used around their family.
It's like the urinal meme of the dude walking up to the dude at the urinal. You know, I'm from Texas.
Oh man.
Yeah, people talk about states to quarantine. It's like we got to just put Oregon, mainly Portland, California, and then
Okay.
God damn it! Wow.
Texas.
Oh my gosh!
Oh, speaking of Alaska,
Is that the Alaskan pipeline?
Dude, come on. What are we doing? What are we doing? What is
just sent a
this?
picture of
Looking
the
at
wonderful
that.
governor
Sir, yeah, looking great as ever.
putting food on the table.
That's
If anyone's
one way to put
wondering
it.
why we're laughing, it's because
We will not be posting this one to the
It's a
Instagram when the
picture.
episode airs.
it's a deep fake of the former governor of Alaska getting absolutely reamed out.
Wait, that's not real?
I have things to tell you, bud. Welcome to the internet.
If you want to find it, there's in the bottom left. It's www.bobshouseofporn.com.
Oh my god!
If that just doesn't get you excited, then I don't know what will. Hearing that the owner of that website's name is Bob.
Governor Palin inspects the Alaskan pipeline.
She's trying to get the oil back.
Did you guys
flowing
know
back
she
through.
could see Alaska? Well, right. Fuck it.
No, finish the joke.
She used to say that she could see Russia while sitting on her porch. And I wonder what she could see sitting on top of that thing. Germany from here.
Love you.
So you do realize that in fact that joke that she could see Russia from her house, that was actually a joke that SNL made up about her. She never said that shit.
Fuck.
Yeah, that was absolutely an SNL thing. It was,
Man,
you never said that.
I'm disappointed that I got tricked by SNL. I would have rather been tricked by just about any other program.
Well, also there
At
was
least
a
a
time when
funny
SNL used to be funny. It
Yeah,
used
before
to
I was around.
Well, do you remember
Yeah.
when they finally made fun of Joe Biden
When did they do that?
when?
about him being senile or something?
Oh, I don't know what you're talking
Thanks for
about. He's
joining in the fucking party here, guys.
Hey, let's not get political here, guys. We
I'm
all
trying.
we all
yeah,
know
I was
we all
just-
voted Democrat, right?
Yes.
Let's be honest.
Oh, of course. Yeah,
This is liberal gun owners. Five Forges is actually one of the admins of the Socialist RA
I would
board.
kill to get a liberal gun owner subreddit moderator on the podcast.
Oh shit!
Oh,
we
I'm
should
sure
do
that could
that.
happen.
No, we're gonna get fucking all of us doxxed and put in federal. No,
I dare them to dox me. I'll dox myself right now.
You would.
yeah, send me your credit
Actually,
card
you
number.
Probably do. You could probably
I
get
will.
this Rifle Association person because they're also probably your ATF or your FBI agent.
Right. He's
Hey,
listening
Conrad.
right now. Funny enough.
Comrade, the
Can you do me a
politician
favor?
I voted for
Hey,
just banned my ammo.
Can you bleep this when I say that my name is
What?
and I work at McDonald's? Can you
Yeah,
go
I
ahead and
know
bleep
that
that,
your name is
please?
Yeah, I got you.
Whoa,
You
wait,
don't work
WAP's
at
name
McDonald's.
is. I'm not gonna say it. No, I just
It
opened
is
up
that.
the socialist RA subreddit. Sorry if I sound like a dumb liberal, but what is the point of owning an AR-15? Is it for home defense? Showing or displaying it at protesters, intimidation to
No.
counter right-wing/fascists?
Now open the thread and Control F and type chud and see how many results you get.
Oh,
Yeah, actually, my AR-15 is to intimidate black people at protests. Only reason I bought it.
God.
Dude, where do they even get the word "chud" from? Like, at least come up with something insulting.
Stupid.
The left,
Dude, the
Oh,
left
here-
literally
it's
cannot mean
hilarious
it.
because the
They
left,
When I
cannot.
opened it up
the
on
left
desktop,
tries
I
to
had a different
insult you,
one
but
up
they're
top.
just
Neither can
absolutely
I.
terrified of saying. Ethan, I'm so sorry, but I
And
had to.
It has begun.
It's fine. It's funny. It's okay. It's a good word. I just can't. I can't let it stay in. It's a good word though. Big fan. Huge fan of
Should
the
have brought my
word.
shot timer.
It begins
Yeah,
with
that's
F
the
and
one I
ends in
said.
T.
Art.
Yeah, he said faggot.
Now we got a shot timer of two things.
Man, we really are just a bunch of children. We say one.
No,
we
you're a
say
bunch of
one word, and
stickers.
we all start giggling. You said the word.
Well, do you know what the never mind.
I don't know where you're going with that, but stop.
No, I don't want to make extra work for Ethan.
Do it. Do it.
Well, Urban Dictionary's definition for faggot
Ah,
Oh, God.
is pineapple.
Back to
Okay.
I don't know. My favorite online pictures, other than the ones of Sarah Palin just getting the fucking dick on a table. I really like the ones of like the socialist RA, like they'll do the meetups, like
Oh,
maybe a quarter of them will be like semi-fit, if that, and I'm being generous. And there's just
semi-fit, like,
there's fat
just
people
skinny.
wearing glasses, toupees, holding a Mosin that has not been cleaned since 1985 when it was imported. I don't know. It makes me it makes me happy that they're happy. You know, they feel like they're making a difference by meeting up, talking about what kind of porn they jerk off to each other, and then going home and never
Big
talking to
wife
each other
swap
again.
at the convention.
Think they do that? Oh, here's one. There's a strike eagle and a backward set of backup iron sights.
What is up with people running backwards like magpoles?
Oh, try to find a
I've seen
backwards
so much of this.
scope mount.
Oh,
Here's an even better one. Here's one with a front backup iron sight, but no rear iron sight. So
Do you remember when the ATF posted a picture of an agent outside of a like an investigation, and he had his EOTech 512 on backwards?
Oh, yeah.
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 That's old.
Yeah, that picture's still up, by the way.
Oh God, please. Oh, that's great.
Here, I'll put this in the general. Here's somebody's quote unquote current arsenal.
oh, I'm scared.
There's
Shaking
a
in my
flare gun,
boots.
an Enfield, a flintlock pistol, and I would be shocked if that Mosin functions.
Stop naming hot politicians for me.
I'm not even worried about these people.
That
Tulsi
poor
Gabbard.
Enfield, man. Someone
Yeah,
save
we're
that
gonna
Enfield
say
from
that.
him.
Tulsi Gabbard.
No, the Enfield looks nice.
Yeah, someone save it.
What is that?
Cute, man.
Is that a stick? What is the stick in his web gear that is also from 1940?
That is a hatchet.
Is
Where's
it?
the
Where's
And
the
then he's got a
blade?
kukri for some reason, or however you say that knife.
Wait, where's the
Alright.
blade of the hatchet?
Cucker.
It's
I think it's like
in
a
a leather
mace.
scabbard.
But where's the scabbard?
Yeah, there's.
It's
what
the
do you-
next picture up in the chat. That's the scabbard.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
where the
yeah.
hatchet is.
I just like. Oh God, that's like flintlock.
And my favorite part of the podcast is us reacting to images that none of the viewers can see. Makes for great radio. Oh, here's another one. Bisexual anarchist from Alabama here.
Oh no.
No.
Oh god.
Why do they have to mention that they're bisexual for any of this to matter?
Naturally.
Pronouns Zer. I'm 5'4".
5'4" anarchist from Idaho here. I wanted to shoot an AR-15, but it was just too heavy.
What?
Local
No,
manlet.
Link.
Sorry, what the
That's
fuck?
where the
No,
what
I'm
going to do
just
comes in.
making that one up, but there are ones on here that are just even better.
Local cuck here. What headphones do you recommend so I can hear my wife get fucked while I'm playing Animal Crossing? Her boyfriend
like
bought me a
this.
Switch for Christmas.
Oh my gosh.
Updated family photos. Somebody decided it was a good idea to get a 1022 and an SKS before they got a flashlight or an optic for their AR.
It's always the
dude?
fucking commie guns too. Every
And they're
fucking
always
time.
set up so fucking bad.
Actually, the other
Yeah.
thing that I've noticed this when I've looked at them. All of these people, someone has told them that a P365 is a duty pistol.
Hey, you said duty.
God damn it. Why are we all laughing at that?
Oh no!
Wait, is he using a KP-15 lower? No, he's not.
That would have been
No,
great.
that's just
too on brand.
it's even worse. It's just an A1 or it's an A2 stock and an A2 grip. Oh, that is
Oh.
that
Oh
is AOC
gosh.
shitting in a urinal.
Oh my
With the craziest looking eyes I've ever seen. Not really.
That's a good analogy for the SRA subreddit, shitting in the urinal.
Have you guys never shat in the urinal?
Not on purpose.
I can't say
Really?
that I have. I've never been forced.
What about upper deckers? You guys done those?
I've
Oh,
heard
fuck
of
yeah.
upper deckers. I've
fuck
heard
with
some
upper
very
I've
good
never been
stories.
mean enough to do an upper decker on somebody's toilet.
I did it. Well, here, wait. We'll just go get the consensus of the group if anyone's done it or everyone knows what it is.
We know your story. Just tell it.
Okay.
Send it.
So my buddy and I were at this party, and we only knew like two people there, and we weren't having that great of a time. And we had been drinking quite a lot. This was New Year's, and and so he throws up in the toilet and in the bathtub. Just ruins the bathroom. Like, hey, you know what's going to ruin this place more? I took the toilet lid off and I took it just one shit in the
Oh,
toilet.
this is bad.
Hell yeah.
Oh my god!
That's what the fuck is up.
No, but they did. The people whose house it was didn't find it till like 3 days later because they were wondering why. They were wondering why it kept smelling like shit in the bathroom until they opened the toilet tank and it was still sitting there.
Hell fucking yeah.
Sigma male move.
The party's bad. I'm leaving you a present in the bathroom.
I took my younger cousin to a football game once, and he had never seen a trough before. And I convinced him it was the sink, and he washed his hands in it.
Oh god.
So I had gone. This was, I think, one of my first times at a Penguins game. Huge hockey fan. I was so excited. I was probably 9. I had to go to the bathroom, so it was between periods, and I went in the bathroom. I'm like, oh, I wonder why no one's going in this stall because there's a huge line because it's in between periods. Open the stall. Someone had projectile shat on the walls of the stall. Multiple walls, not even just one. So they rotated 90 degrees and got on the second one.
Fuck
People
yeah.
that do that in public
Hell
toilets
yeah.
need to be put in camps and shot.
Oh my god! What the fuck, dude?
Oh
Hell fucking yeah, Wop.
Man-made horrors beyond my comprehension.
I need to bleach my eyes.
For anyone wondering what it was, it's a deep fake of Nancy
Bring
Pelosi.
Sarah Palin back.
Yes,
Oh,
bring
gosh.
Sarah Palin back.
Oh no.
That's a very generous deepfake to her, honestly. She doesn't look nearly
Yeah, that's
as
a really
much like a
generous
corpse as
Nancy
she should.
Pelosi fake. I don't know. It seems like there's probably an appropriate amount of silicone there.
Do we want to talk about any gun stuff?
I mean,
No.
I mean, I'm fine with just talking about Sarah Palin taking fucking pipe
We can
off
make
the
fun of
table.
more SRA people and liberals.
oh,
I mean,
do
I was
have
just
a
reading
fun
that.
shop
The
story
picture I
about-
sent before the one of Nancy Pelosi jerking someone off. I'm sure you guys have all seen it listening. This will be old news by the time you hear it. But there was the father-daughter duo that were defending protesters against fascism or whatever. And it's like this 12-year-old girl and the dad carrying around 2 bone stock M&P15s at
Were they
a
22s?
protest. Yeah,
No.
it doesn't look
Oh.
like it, but I'm not going to say no. The
In
dad
fact,
has
moment.
like a 24 power scope probably on his, and the daughter, who's about 12, has like a red dot. Like, okay, fine, I don't really care.
She got
Same
those
people-
Walmart fucking turquoise work gloves on.
The same people praising these people, this like little girl for carrying around a rifle, same people that were very upset with Mr. Rittenhouse for carrying around a rifle. 'cause
Did
he
she
was
cross state
underage.
lines though? That's the real important part.
I mean, that is the other part of the equation that I can't find. I've been trying to look for it. Probably not, because crossing state lines is basically illegal. I looked it up. It's basically illegal, guys. Ethan, can you delete that, please?
No.
Okay.
Get after it,
Borders
son.
are. What was that meme that harmed Asian?
Borders
posted?
are just imaginary.
Borders only exist
Yeah.
around the fake land of the false state of what the fuck.
Oh no. Oh,
That's almost as good as the Cussy.
Ethan.
Oh my god!
No.
Wow!
This is who you let supervise you guys? This guy?
No.
A little
Ethan.
too fucking tame. We had to
Oh my
bump this
gosh.
shit up.
Oh,
No,
that's
we
a very
didn't.
cringy caption.
You know,
American
it's like-
Iron and
It's like you look at it and you know how they say like the void stares
Yep,
back
like
into
that.
you? That's how I feel right now. Like that's staring back at me.
Yeah, I don't,
No,
I don't
I've been
like
on
it.
the internet for too long because I'm not even phased by that.
That's fair. Yeah, I should not be as comfortable with that as I am.
Oh no, that phased me.
I
That one
knew
did.
that. I actually knew that
Oh,
one was coming.
Oh, God damn it.
Oh my fucking god, guys! Oh, here's another AR without an optic or a light.
What you 7-7, what you failed to mention earlier about the bisexual anarchist from Alabama was their freaking username.
I didn't read it. What is it?
Come on, man.
This is good. I like this.
Glizzy Guzzler.
Oh, that's got to be bait. That's got to be bait.
You guys are the best. I love you guys. I'm
that's
going.
funny.
Okay, goodbye.
Here's one. Trans woman
No.
here. Wop.
Oh.
If this is where
She's
you
got
go,
a
I'm glad you
mental
left us with
fuck
that
ton
image
of
of the lady
linguine
shitting out
shoved up her asshole.
I knew that was coming. You said that to me a few times. You said that
Wop.
a few times now, Wop, but I just knew it was going to happen.
Before you go,
I can't answer
what's
that
the best kind
question.
of pasta, and why is it penne pasta?
No, people have been wanting to know that for a very long time.
Okay, get the fuck out of here.
Because Penny is
Yeah, the best kind of
Spanish.
pasta is
That's why
pierogi
it's
because
best.
it's not Italian. Later.
Thank you. Thank you, Wop. Pierogi supremacy.
I just like how socialist, like RA or socialist setups on their rifles, none of them have discovered weapon lights yet.
No, they've always been. I mean, whenever you look at what Russia's like just now understanding that optics are useful, they've been behind the times for a while.
They were in iron sights throughout the whole Cold War.
Let's be very fair.
Well,
There's a
weapon
lot of
lights-
guys on the right that are also really stupid with their gun setups, with fucking Andersons, with like fucking Trump.
is
Hey man,
100
my
souls.
Anderson, I've run 2 mags through it, no malfunction. Okay, so
I-
watch your
Weapon
mouth.
lights just
I'm gonna
give
give you
away
a
your
gold star.
position
You want a gold
anyway.
star?
I would love a gold star. Yeah,
To be
All right,
fair,
hold on.
anything
Let me
on
just go ahead
Reddit, any
flat
gun on
round off real
Reddit
quick.
fucking sucks.
Yeah.
Like Reddit
Let me-
just
let me-
fucking sucks.
let me delete my subreddit post real quick.
Well, it was kind of like what we were talking about with AKG a few episodes ago, is that everyone just posts fucking Romanians on the r/AK47 forum.
Here's one.
Dude.
Anti-Fash Blaster 80 years later. It's an M1 Garand. Who's going to tell him that the Garand also blasted a lot of commies in the Korean War?
Who's gonna tell me all
Vietnam.
the people that actually fought the Nazis also hate his
They're all
politics.
against gay marriage and racist.
I said dig the hole.
Who's
How
gonna
many
tell
World
them
War
that
II
commies get the fucking rope?
Whoa!
I said it.
I mean, you're
if
right.
I was gonna say if you're communist and you listen to this podcast, I was gonna ask a question, but there's definitely none of them that are sticking around after.
If you're communist and you
No.
listen to this,
Kill yourself.
stop.
Yeah,
Go
kill
away.
yourself.
Pinochet.
I would actually go ahead and tell you to read economics book, but you're going to read economics book from a socialist. So that's not going to
No, see, whenever they look that up, they don't look up economic theory. They look up socialist economic theory and then browse Google for a few pages and then find something that fits their worldview. And
I
then
like how
they
they
use it as a
put-
source.
I like how they put a word or two in front of something to try and make it look different. You know, democratic socialism,
Anarcho-socialism, whatever that means.
anarcho-communism.
Which is a oxymoron in itself, but I digress.
Right?
Side topic, what does oxymoron mean?
Wait, you didn't know what it?
No,
You
I know
don't know what it
meant.
meant,
I
and
know
you
what it
used
meant.
it.
Are you serious?
It's when
Yeah,
you
I saw
OD
someone
on.
on Reddit said it, and I was like,
It's when you OD on pills.
okay. I thought that was
While being
OxyContin.
retarded.
Yeah, but you're the moron that OD'd on oxy. You're the oxymoron.
New topic.
Hey.
What pill do you have to choose to be addicted to the rest of your life? I'm picking Adderall.
I guess Zyrtec allergy pills. Those are. I mean, that'd be fine.
Flintstones Chewables.
Oh shit.
Well, yeah,
Melatonin?
you're just gonna be bulletproof. You're like that guy on 4chan that was microdosing with a pellet gun and trying to work his way up to 22.
God.
Bulletproof.
So that's such an old meme. Oh my god.
Didn't he shoot himself like 6 times in the foot, like before work or something like that?
I think so.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
who am I kidding?
Right.
None of those people have jobs.
Oh my god.
No, the FBI agents do.
Well, you remember there was that one. Have you ever seen that one green text? Anon gasses his apartment building. Is the guy?
Oh yeah, he mixed the
That is the
He
chlorine
mixes,
and
he mixes chlorine and ammonia.
Time to test my gas mask.
Chlorine and
anybody listening, if you want to have a real good time at your next party, mix some chlorine and some ammonia in a bucket in your living room.
Oh my god.
Hell yeah.
I'll just give a quick update or little background on it for anyone that doesn't know about it. So pretty much this guy had gotten a Milsurp gas mask online, and he said, testing my gas mask, y'all. And it was a picture of the gas mask and the 2 cleaners on the edge of the bathtub. And
Oh, Lord.
he throws it on, but I'll just tell you, he has no other PPE equipment, no gloves, no suit. So he mixes it, and he says, guys, skin's starting to feel weird, and he starts getting blisters. And someone like did the math of how much he did, and he made like 50 million PPU or something like that, or like 5,000 PPU. So he had made enough to gas his entire apartment complex. He had like chemical burns on his arms.
Man, it was really starting to get hot in here. I had to use the fan and send it up through the ceiling vent.
Oh my
Based
god!
as fuck.
Last time I made French onion soup, I had to cut like 8 pounds of onions, and I am not lying. I put my gas mask on for it.
Oh, here's one.
It works.
Got my wife and our roommate to arm themselves. I wonder what the roommate does with his wife while he's at work at McDonald's. Ooh.
You
Wait,
assume
can
he
you actually
works?
collect unemployment and work at McDonald's? I don't think you can.
Yeah, you can. What do you
Oh
mean?
no, you can. Yeah, there's a lot of those
100%.
shitheads. I
So
think for
when's your next trip to
unemployment,
McDonald's?
actually, a lot of the. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Ethan, when's your next trip at McDonald's? And if you know that so well,
What?
No comment at all. No comment.
Yeah.
I'm not saying anything. But what I was saying is, I know of people, and I've worked with people that only kept like a 10-hour-a-week minimum because if they quit the job or got fired, they lost unemployment because then they weren't working at all, and then they got fired because they were shocker shitty workers that smelled like cat piss. Not going to name any names here, Sarah, but no, that wasn't her name. No, but
Did
she
you
did smell like
just-
cat piss, and she was a bad worker. And then she got fired.
That was a great place to do that. Just call somebody out.
That's
I'm
not- it's
assuming
not a
they
real
don't
name.
listen to this. Okay.
No, doesn't strike me as the type to listen to what 4 or 5 autistic people just talk about
Trend clips.
animated fucking different versions of politicians sucking penises. Apparently, thanks to WAP.
Yeah.
He sent like 4 of those, and then
I
he sent.
can't- If you guys want a funny gun shop story, I do have a really funny one for you.
Oh, let's hear
Send
it.
it. Fuck it.
Yes.
So, we were at the shop one day, and there was an old man that came in and started yelling at us about like this fucking holster and bad order and whatever. And we're like, dude, we're busy. We don't have time to help you. Sorry. We're like, we'll figure it out. We'll help you out. We'll get you taken care of. But I'll have to call the holster maker on Monday. All this kind of shit. Well, about like 20 minutes later, we start smelling shit. And we're looking around, and there's shit on the floor. And we have a packed shop, and there's shit everywhere. And we're like, holy fuck, what is this? So we go to clean it up, and it's kind of like a Where's Waldo of shit. But every time we found a little piece of shit, we found more. And we had like 20 people in the shop, so I just decided like I'm gonna get working on this while one of the other guys is like, I've got this, and gloved up and took care of it. We looked through the security camera footage. It was a different old man who was sitting in a chair and watched us clean up his shit. He shit himself, walked to the bathroom, blew up the shitter in the bathroom, just fucking destroyed it, covered it in shit, and there was a little snail trail of poop across our floor. And his wife saw a piece of his poop on the ground.
Oh,
And grabbed a napkin out of her purse, scooped it up, and put it in
She
her
was
purse.
prepared.
oh, fuck.
She did
This wasn't her
before.
first rodeo.
She saw this before.
She's keeping it for later use. That's
Oh,
disgusting.
no.
Dude, and the worst part is, like, they just fucking sat there for another 20 minutes after this ordeal.
Wait,
and
they
watched
stayed
us-
in the shop?
They stayed in the
Oh,
shop and
God.
watched us until the background check that was pending cleared. So they were still watching us clean up all this fucking poop.
I have a very similar story.
Oh my
What?
god.
How?
How what?
How do you have a
similar
story?
story? What the fuck?
Someone shit themselves in the store I worked at. It's basically
Go
the
on.
same thing. Okay, I mean it's pretty simple. I worked I was a tech at a pharmacy for a little while, and someone came in. They handed us a prescription with something a little brown on it. We didn't think anything of it because there wasn't much on it.
Oh,
After a minute or two, we just get hit with this ungodly smell. We look out the window,
God.
and like I have a very weak sense of smell, and I smelled it, so like I know it was fucking bad. This was brewing for a while before this woman came to the pharmacy. I look out the window so we can see out into the outside of the store, and there's a turd in aisle fucking 3, just sitting
Chill.
there. And I'm like, I turn to the pharmacist. I'm like, hey, who gave us this prescription? She goes, oh, that lady sitting right there. I'm like, yeah, that's shit. Look, that's shit right there. And sure enough, it was shit. We walk over. The woman is now sitting in. She didn't even go to the bathroom. She is sitting in
no.
our chairs that have cloth seats, not even wooden chairs. So we're like, hey, did you? I don't even remember what happened because I was in the back filling prescriptions at the time. It was a busy day. They like somehow got her to go out to her car. Someone walked out the back door and threw the chair in the dumpster because there was shit in it and we didn't want to clean it. The chair was gone. I think eventually we got it cleaned up. I was relatively new at the time, so they didn't make me do it. Thank God, I would have thrown up. And we got her prescription, and she left. I don't think she ever came back again. Or no, that's wrong. She did come back again because she came back like a week later, and I'm like, isn't that the lady that shit on the floor? And they're like, yeah. Like if I shit on the floor somewhere, I'm never showing up there again. I'm embarrassed. I'm sorry. I don't know. I don't ever think she apologized. But she had the fucking balls to come back again a few times.
I actually
fair.
do have a similar story.
All right, let's hear it.
Oh my word.
At this company I used to work at that you've all purchased something from. I'm not going to say any more than that. Anyway, there was this lady who we later named Code Red. She was a 40-year-old lady, good amounts of retardism, good amounts of chromosomes. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
And one day she was just sitting at her chair And all her coworkers, it's cubicles, so all the people in the cubicles around her were like, "This smells awful." And I was in building maintenance, so kind of my job to fix it. And I'm looking around the area; it smells like fucking actual asshole death. It's the worst thing ever. And I just see a puddle of fucking just red and brown around this lady's chair.
Oh.
And it turns out no one ever taught her how to manage her period. So she was just perioding in the fucking chair. We ended up.
no.
Well, I paid someone $20 to take the chair out because I wasn't touching that bullshit. And we ended up putting a pole where the chair was instead of cleaning up the carpet. We were just like, we're gonna put a pole here so nobody ever has to see the stain again. It was amazing. So yeah, that was Code Red.
Does anyone else have some stories about someone spilling bodily fluids all over the floor in a public place?
I watched a chick throw up on her friend at a bar.
Nice. Dude, puke is so funny.
Oh my god, it is.
I'm a huge fan of puke.
Clip that. Save that clip.
That's a quote.
Yeah, that's a good context thing to drop.
That's almost as quotable as what was said in the group chat about an hour and a half ago. Whenever Ethan here misspelled the word Shren.
Okay.
I'm gonna let them do the math themselves. We have some very smart listeners.
Ethan, puke or towels? Which one? You had to pick one.
Okay, those are different things. Towels are very good for puke. I puke on towels occasionally. What do you
puke on towels? How often do you puke that you have a designated towel station for your
I didn't say that. No. I use hotel towels. I stay in hotels a lot.
Oh no, we've heard this before.
Yeah.
I'm still disappointed.
So sometimes the puke towel is the pee towel.
So
what goes first?
Depends on the day.
Okay.
Go on.
I don't. As fun as it is, I want to change the subject.
Why?
How about Mark LaRue posting on on his Instagram page? I don't do blim sales. The aluminum scrapper gets a payday or something, and it's just his truck running over all those handguards.
What?
Did you guys not see that?
No.
I've been banned for so long. Blocked.
Mark LaRue is so fucking chaotic. I love it.
Dude, you remember the 3D printed rangefinder he put on the side of his 6.5?
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah, that
and
was
it was upside down.
Were you guys there for his beef with me?
What? No.
I do remember that. Wasn't it a warranty thing?
So I ordered a trigger, and one of their triggers. They're actually really nice. And like 4 days later, I got an email saying, "Just kidding, they weren't in stock. It'll be another fucking 8 years before you get your bullshit." So I posted this picture to Instagram, and I tagged them, and I was like, "Hey, you can just say it's out of fucking stock. Like, you don't have to tell me it's in stock and then send me an email. Like, no, never mind, we lied. Shut the fuck up." So there's like a whole line of comments, like 80 fucking comments of him and I going back and forth about how you just manage your fucking inventory system. Every person that likes this picture gets blocked by them. There's like 500 likes on it. Probably not that. There's like 200 likes on it. Every person is blocked by LaRue. He kept me unblocked just so he could see who liked that picture so they can block me.
Oh my god.
A great way of limiting your customers.
Mark LaRue will be like, you know what? Now I'm going to not track my inventory even more.
Right.
I'm going to not give a shit even more. Dude, if I see another one of him, if I see another fucking picture he posts of a 3-round group at 50 yards, I'm going to kill myself.
Krychek's meme about that was so funny.
Oh, I got a pet peeve. You know the fucking Ballistic X app, the one that like gets your group sizes and shit?
Yeah.
It pisses me the fuck off. That was like $10, and they only have it in 100-yard or meter increments. You can't do 50, 25, or fucking anything other than a multiple of 100.
That's why you shoot at 25 and then you tell it that you shot at 100. Everyone thinks that you're just really good. Man, is he still doing one-shot groups?
Yes. He uploaded one, I think, last week.
Great. Thank
Did-
you, Mark LaRue.
Did anyone remember when he put up like the shit that he was trying to make with Q Science?
Oh, when he was like confused that for some reason, like scientists said that hearing safe was like 140 decibels,
Yeah.
and his
So-
suppressor was at 150 something.
So what actually, like, he also, I think he might have taken it down because people reamed him in the comments of his own posts.
Of course.
But he apparently said he paid someone to do the math on on like why 140 is a subjective measure, because they did do the research on like why OSHA said 140 is not hearing safe, and it's like, well, you think you're making a good argument, but nobody fucking cares, Mark.
But that's another issue with having what he did. I assume is he had someone do a study and then he gave them the result that he wanted. Like, I want you to do a study on why this is dumb. So, like, just naturally, they're going to cherry pick data to say why that certain thing is dumb. And he paid money for this. Like, I wish people would pay me money to do fucking pointless, dumbass studies on stuff like that. I'll make some shit up.
I recently started listening to Jay Situations podcast for Peace Science. It's really good if you're trying to get into like suppressor knowledge.
Yes.
I don't know why I said that, but
I thought
Great
you were going
story.
to transition
That was
into a story.
great,
or
man.
something.
no, just talking about like hearing safe and stuff like that, and how it's like kind of a weird measure. Like people talk about like full auto rated cans, hearing safe cans, all that.
So
everything.
Audio guy here. Volume is loudness over time. So what suppressors are trying to do from an audio theory standpoint is just lengthen or cut down the time that you're hearing the loud sound. The loud sound still fucking happens. But from an audiology standpoint, you're trying to cut down that time. I don't know where that went or where that came from.
Our sponsor, Otter Creek Labs, or brought
Yes.
to you by our sponsor, Otter Creek Labs.
Guys, if you're looking for a suppressor or a loudenser, which is coming soon, please check out Otter Creek Labs. They make really good stuff. They make stuff for a variety of calibers. Go ahead and have a look. Tell them that we sent you, and you'll probably get something for free.
Did you buy your
Fuck
OCM5
Allen
yet?
Engineering.
Man, Otter Creek Labs. Funny guy.
Which one
funny
of you
post.
was getting an OCM5?
That's M1 Payne.
Ah, he's not here.
Ping's
Yeah.
not here. Man, I miss having Ping on here. He kept us from going off on tangents about people sitting on the floor.
Dude, yeah, he is. He is like the only one that keeps us.
He
It's
kept
the
us
1911
my job.
oriented.
The
Here we
1911s
are.
make him mature.
Dude.
I like my men mature.
Every 1911 you have gives you 10 years of maturity.
Oof. I used to be really mature.
You can
Wait.
color me as...
No, I'm holding a 1911. I don't feel any more mature.
No, you don't
give us
hold it. You have to...
Oh, you put it in your mouth. Got it.
No, it's not even that. It's,
You know,
you have to act like a 1911 owner. You have to go to the range, don't shoot. You talk to people, ask to shoot their shit, and pick up their brass. That's what being a
teacup grip,
1911
not a
owner is all
teacup it.
about. That's like
hold on.
like you
Let me
can be
go
a
put some New
JDM
Balances-
owner, but
I got to put some New Balances on, and I'll go do that. I'll be right back.
okay, yeah. While you're doing that, we'll circle back to the JDMs.
If you
If you're
don't
a
have like
JDM
a
owner and you're
giant,
not talking to women that don't give a shit about JDMs at the party about JDMs, then you're not really a JDM owner, are you?
if you don't have a giant vape with like all bunch of LEDs on it, are you really a JDM owner?
Yeah, and your favorite flavor has to be mango.
Dude, mango fucks. Shut the fuck up.
Oh my
No,
Here
god.
comes the JDM guy.
Not all mango enjoyers are JDM guys, but all JDM guys are mango.
Ah,
Okay.
I knew it. Our producer's a faggot.
Ah,
Ethan, that
No.
was so funny yesterday.
I
How you-
genuinely can get into any Toyota factory in the country. This is not a joke. This
They
is
don't
true.
lock their doors.
You just walk in and you get a fucking Camry. What do you mean?
Just
You know,
say
I-
know Toyota.
man, I don't think it'd be smart to do, but you ever see those videos of those guys that walk into public place or like non-public places just wearing like a hard hat and a construction vest carrying around a clipboard and like acting like I saw the one of these two guys walked into a movie theater with that, said they were there for an inspection, and he just walked into one of the theaters and they watched a movie and then they just left.
Oh, dude, get you a fucking white Ford F-150 with a toolbox in the back, and that outfit, you're good to fucking
Oh, you can get into
trespass
anywhere.
anywhere you want.
Yeah,
That's
it's the
kinda
classic.
Go ahead, Forges.
It's the classic Milgram experiment thing where you give someone a lab coat and they think they're a doctor.
Speaking of people who think they're doctors, I just watched.
Hang on. Well, that's kind of like the gray man stuff. How Lucas said that you should have a black trash bag with you.
Oh yeah.
Oh no!
Dude, do you remember he did that drill where he like took down the targets or
Out
whatever,
of a trash bag.
and then he pulls out a black trash bag and then puts his kid into it and walks. He slings it over his shoulder and walks away.
Honestly, that makes a lot more sense than like, here's the gray man 30-liter backpack in totally innocuous colors covered in molly webbing.
Oh my god. So
And
I
lots
used
of
to work-
Velcro for your morale patches that are totally not loud and give you away.
This is while
Yeah, I
you're wearing
used to
your
work-
Carhartt pants and your work
Grunt
boots.
style
No,
infidel.
Carhartt-
Oh, gotta have
it's
the-
5'11". It's 5'11". It's
5'11".
like I
Carhartt
used to work at a
Fox.
movie theater, and there was a guy that would always come in. This was like when I was in high school, and he had a 5'11" or some other type of messenger bag that was covered in molly webbing. And
Oh,
he always pushed himself past me when he would hand me his ticket. So I'm just sitting there looking, I'm like, I know you got a fucking Glock 17 in that bag, dude. There's no way you don't.
Your nose that I'm carrying right now, bro.
Total
They
gray
don't
man.
know I'm a sheepdog.
Is that the one of the guys sitting in the corner at the
Yes.
party?
Yeah,
It's a little party
he's got
hat.
like a really shitty patchy beard.
Oh god.
Oh man, really? I think we can credit the American Sniper to the reason everybody thinks the Punisher skulls are so cool.
Dude, when cops started repping that shit, it was so dumb.
They ruined it.
They
It
still
was
do.
cool for like 20 minutes, and then they ruined it.
So what's the uniform? Like cargo pants, any kind of cargo pants with like a shitload of pockets, right? Some
Cargo
like
pants.
some like black work boots. Gotta be black.
I was thinking Timberlands.
Phone on the belt.
No, it's gonna be some.
No.
Yes, I was gonna say that. The phone holster on the belt.
It's either a hiking boot or a surplus boot.
Ooh.
Ooh, good point. Good point.
Grunt
And
style
then-
shirt for sure, with the loud ass sleeve logo, the giant sleeve logo.
Or
The
my
fucking
God.
flag on the
Yeah.
sleeve
Or
every
9-9.
time.
2 tattoo sleeves on each arm.
Oh yeah, but like shitty and like totally like dartboard tattoos that weren't all done at the same time.
Yeah.
Very inexpensive.
Yeah. And what about the hat? What kind of hat?
Condor.
like,
Alpaca
It's a
cam.
coyote,
Alpaca cam.
it's a coyote condor hat with an American flag patch.
Ooh, that's
Yes.
I kind of feel attacked by that though.
I have the cool Task Force Doomer patch on my hat, so everyone knows that I'm cool.
What does the
Yeah.
X mean? What does the fucking X mean?
That was so fucking loud.
It's for
Finally.
Confederate sympathizers. You fucking idiot.
I have a condor hat with the drunk duck patch on it.
I think a big red flag.
Dude, I just used an IR Scotland flag.
If there's any women listening to this, a red flag looking for men is anybody who wears anything that has a patch on it in public.
And any of our listeners.
And
Wait, can you say that
I know
again?
anybody listening to the show, they're probably a sociopath.
Yeah. If you meet him and he's like, "Oh, I listen to Cloning Correct too," just block him.
Run.
Straight
Run.
up,
Run.
all women out there.
You are
if
in
you
danger.
talk to a
What could-
guy, and
Hang
he's
on,
like,
what could
"Oh,
a-
hey."
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, if any woman out there is shown one of my memes, he's fucking weird. Don't talk to him.
What is one thing women could say? Well, first of all, most of the men listening to this podcast don't talk to women. If
This is
they
true.
do, what's something that women could say to scare them away?
Anything.
Literally just speak. I'm
talking
terrified.
to women, if you just no, they can't do it. They just can't do
Wait,
it.
something a woman says that terrifies like a gun owner or like a
Oh no, our listeners specifically, our niche of retards.
hands behind your back, spread your feet.
I'm into that shit. What are you talking about?
Do you know what a shower is?
Maybe if she just says, "Hey, I really like your shirt. Do you have a phone number?" and they'll just say, thank you," and they'll walk away. So
Just
I love
a red flag for a woman is just hand her like a pamphlet or something or like a book. Be like, oh, have you seen this story here? And if she can read, if she can read it, that's a red flag.
Well, all my women can't. They don't know how to read.
I'm glad
When did
only
they
one
even
of
start
you caught
teaching
that.
women how to read? Like the 90s?
No.
Was it before that?
We want the right to voot.
You know,
The
before
joke
they
was
let-
that they didn't know what the word was, so they spelt it wrong.
Someone just sitting there reading a woman her ballot.
Man, the world must have been so much simpler for a woman could read.
Curbs were actually safe.
But now that women can read, thank God we know all about crystals and astrology.
No.
Hey, what's your guys' signs? What's your signs? I'm an asparagus.
I think the Greek men were on that
I'm a
shit
Capri
whenever they weren't
Sun.
fucking all the children.
Yeah, but they were fucking high all the time off of weird shit.
They were high and they were all pedophiles. Like ancient Greece, very different place than Greece today. Everyone's not high now.
Ethan, are you okay?
it wasn't that funny.
It was really good.
Ethan's gonna die.
That was really
Wait,
good.
our supervision is gonna die and I'm trapped with you retards? Fuck!
All right.
You're here
will
for a
remember
miracle.
hell.
Topic change. Michigan shooter. What happened? Why did that retarded looking kid shoot up the school? I don't know
Because he's
anything about it.
retarded.
Well, I mean, I have a working theory about school shootings in general.
Oh, here we go.
Go on, please.
I'm intrigued.
It's not the CIA, whatever thing that everyone tries to make it out to be. I think that the problem that kind of comes with mass shootings is that really, at the end of the day, basically a suicide, right? It comes from the same thing from that sort of perspective. And that this kid just said, fuck it, I don't want anything to do with the world anymore. And he just stole a gun and went to kill people.
What I heard from my one friend is his parents bought him the gun like literally 3 days before the shooting.
Oh, God.
And then he used it for the shooting. And then his parents, I said this before we started recording, parents tried to flee to Canada, but they tried to do it legally and they weren't vaccinated. So Canada didn't let them in. They didn't just skip the border. They went to a checkpoint and tried to ask the Canadian government to let them in. And they were like, well, you're not vaccinated. We're not going to let you do that. And then they got fucking arrested because they're idiots. All right, I think that covers it.
I didn't hear that the kid got bought the gun, which that would be.
Well, that's the source on that is my friend, who I don't know. Maybe he was telling the truth. I'm not sure.
Or he got fed some bad information. I mean,
They go to Canada.
These things.
They try to cross the border, right? And Mounty's like, oh, this ID looks kind of fake. Do you have any other documents? They're like, oh, just check the news. We're all over the news. You can see that it's our faces in there.
Oh yeah, that's definitely you. You're good to go, buddy.
All right, have a nice time.
Man, Mounties are so cool. Get to ride horses and shit.
Apparently, they don't.
They get to ride horses and like bomb Inuit camps and enslave Indians. That's so cool.
Did the smallpox blanket thing even happen? Is that real?
Yeah,
maybe
that's
not
real.
on purpose, but it
happened.
definitely happened.
I think a more likely situation is just like, I don't know, one of the Americans walked up to the savage Americans and sneezed on them. What's the native guy gonna do about it? Kill him? He's already infected. He can't go back home. Right?
It's going to be like that. One of the Americans was at the pharmacy, and some shit came out of his pants, and that's how the Indians got smallpox.
Oh my
Man, that hits close to home. Right there.
Been
I
there,
think
done that.
The shit is probably pretty efficient at spreading disease, though, right?
Yeah.
Depends on how much you eat.
All right, I just got back and I heard spreading disease. We're talking about
Wouldn't-
Bonnie Rotten now.
Wouldn't liquid shit be more effective though?
Has Bonnie Rotten ever shit on camera? Was she into
Oh,
that
I'm
kind
sure.
of porn?
I
no.
fucking bet she
I'm
has.
sure she has.
Stop. No, change
Yeah,
the
That's
subject.
she's the pasta
No,
girl.
we
I
aren't
think.
circling back.
To the internet.
I'm googling it
Oh
already.
no.
Bonnie Rotten.
You got
The,
cooked
the first thing I get on Twitter, googling Bonnie Rotten poop, is Bonnie Rotten tweeting, "I have been pooping pink and purple. I think I am the Easter Bunny."
Dude.
And then the next highest thing, a 4tube video, Bonnie Rotten rammed in her poop chute.
There was a video. I can't remember what it was, but it's
God,
something kind of like slightly disgusting. And she commented on it saying, because she like comments on random videos and stuff, trying to gain a following.
Yeah.
Besides the one that she already bought, but she's like, "Oh my god, that's so gross!" And some dude, he absolutely just ratioed her on the reply. Goes, "Don't act like you've done anything better or anything less."
Oh, don't you love that she is now being supported by FPC?
No, I actually hate it.
And
I'm
Black
sick.
Scorpion gear.
That's sarcasm. I hate it too.
I mean, how could I not hate it?
What
How would I-
about that one IG gun bunny that blocked all of us the other day?
Oh, hold on.
the chick
What?
with the hand that didn't work,
That
the
was
retarded
great.
The chick that was holding her unbus site.
Hold on.
Oh,
What's
man.
the at? I need to find it.
Malor AK or something like that.
It's MALRAYK.
All right, we're not asking this, but can all of our followers go to her page and just ask her why she's holding her AK wrong?
Wait, what is it?
No, that's a joke, by the way. I don't think I can actually. I don't think I'm allowed to have our followers go comment on someone.
Yeah, it's MALRAYK.
YK. Yeah.
I don't think she was holding an AK. She was holding a freaking
AR.
some gun that didn't belong to her.
It's a Daniel Defense.
Why is it always Daniel Defense and Noveski get picked up by gun bunnies?
It's always Daniel
Because
Defense.
people that don't know anything better will think that Daniel Defense is a flex, and really, it's my thing that I've always called it's a suburban conservative dad's flex gun that he shows off to his buddies before they go to the Trump rally.
It's on my on my bingo sheet. Someone cites Daniel Defense as being Gucci.
It's not. Honestly, like it's really good stuff, but I think
overpriced.
People that are like new to ARs think that, oh my god, Daniel Defense, that's like the top of the line.
Shut the fuck up, find LMT, and get back to me.
A what?
LMT.
They only make machine and tools.
Fuck, you're right.
All right, so I'm doing a little more. Sorry to circle back to an earlier topic. I'm doing some more research on the Socialist Rifle Association, and I see something about apparently there are different chapters. I really want to attend one of these just to get some funny stories about people flagging each other with iron-sighted AKs.
Oh, I need to find the chapter.
What do you think the ratio of like Harry Potter shirts is at an SRA meeting? Like
The
1 in
ratio
10
of Harry Potter shirts to trans flags.
Ooh, fuck,
I
that's gonna be like 1 to 1.
Hold on, are you asking like between Harry Potter to anything else? I thought you were going the direction of like gender dysphoria or something like that.
No, there's plenty of that going on.
I feel like that's like 100% of them.
Dude,
That's a given.
I know this meme popped into Forge's head because I sent it to him like months ago. Is that OMG? Thank you for changing my life, and it's that like boba tea drinking liberal, and then it's a picture of the Sorcerer's Stone, and it goes, "I'm literally a children's book, and you're turning 34 tomorrow."
Like, read another fucking book, please.
Read another book.
All
Read
I'm
the
reading
Lord
Harry
of the
Potter.
Rings by J.R.
Read another goddamn book. Seriously, fuck. Read a Bible, please. Please, it'll make your life better.
Oh my! This book in the Bible is just like when the Harry Potter Sorcerer's Stone did the Horcrux on Dumbledore.
Oh,
I'm still really.
Oh my god!
disappointed.
Did the Bible steal from Harry Potter?
I'm still really disappointed that I can't fit this M9 in my mouth properly without poking myself in the eye with the light.
You need a pistol. You need like a P38. Those things have pretty thin barrels.
Wait, why does it
good
fucking
point.
matter
What
if you poke yourself in the eye? Just send
what
it.
suppressor is that she's
I want to be
running on the end
comfortable
of
when I
that?
go out. Fuck you.
Oh,
Is the I think that's the OCL Loudenser actually.
I thought we banned sales to females.
That's not hers. That's
It's a Gemtech.
Yeah.
what red dot is that?
That's
a Steiner.
Is that a
Sig.
Sig Romeo 8?
That's an 18.
Yeah,
That's
it's a
the new
Romeo.
SIG holographic.
Yeah, it's a Romeo 8. It looks kind of like a Steiner, but that's a Romeo 8.
I was gonna
Dude,
say it
the
looks
new
kind of like a
Steiner-
sight mark.
The new Steiner red dot is so disappointing.
Defendu or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, it's not bright at all. Like you turn it to max brightness and you're looking at like a tree line, you can't see the dot.
Where the fuck did you find one?
Right.
I haven't seen one yet.
I watched Hop's video on it.
Oh, I love Hop. You need
you're-
to get
I thought you
Hop
were
as a
talking-
guest.
I thought you were talking about the pistol optic, not the rifle optic.
No, the rifle optic.
I was gonna say,
Thanks
like,
for
it sounded like
clarifying
you
there.
used the damn thing, and I'm like, well, where the fuck did you find that Steiner that was released like a week ago?
Oh no, I'm not that cool.
You think any of us are actually in the industry? No.
No.
The best thing
I don't shoot
about
guns. I just talk about them.
the best thing about EOTechs is that they will get bright enough to burn your fucking eyes out.
That is
Do
true. I
not
turned
have
one
to
up to
worry.
max brightness at night for the meme, and it really didn't. It really hurt
It,
my eyes.
it will
to shoot.
project the reticle on the wall. You can play with a cat with it.
Yeah.
I mean, it is a laser beam optic, so that is a thing.
Do you guys see that Adaball A1I or whatever the light head is? I sent it in a chat a while ago.
It's the same head as what's the other one that is
Mod light,
no. The other
fire, mod light kind of thing.
fuck. Well tool. It's the same head as the well tool
yeah, those
head.
guys.
It's literally
What
like
about
a rebrand.
what about that
Really?
new Cloud Defense pistol light that was teased?
Oh, that looks
pretty
snazzy.
cool.
I'm anxious to see how that does, but yeah, we'll see how they do on that. I'm disappointed in the mod light pistol light. I was hoping for
Yeah.
better, and it was oh god,
Not
that
great.
turned out to be shit.
Not great.
Yeah, that I was talking with someone about that light head. It's actually regulated as a laser because of the how
That's
it
a
works.
LEP head. Laser excited phosphor or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Ah.
There it is.
Defend
buying
you
quality
all that for
trans flag
Christmas.
PVC patch.
See if they don't get any fascists at the rally. That AR is going to have a confirmed kill in a few months.
Well, see, the Claymore patch with the front towards enemy, that's got double-sided Velcro, so they can turn it towards themselves 48% of the time.
Holy shit. Transfer. This episode is going to drop on Monday, but we had Brandon Herrera and his entire shop in to talk AKs. And he had forgotten to mute his mic, and he was just yelling in the background because he lost a pack of cigarettes.
Oh, that's fucking great.
It's pretty funny.
Do you know the 2 rules about working at Brandon's shop? Don't touch his fucking Percocets, and do you have any Percocets?
fucking Percocets, and do you have any fucking Percocets? Classic.
Yeah, actually, I should probably go figure out some time to go meet Brandon, because I'll be able to be down in his area at some point soon the next year. And he and I had a little bit of a shit throwing at each other in March, and was gonna get a beer with him when he came up to my area recently, and then I haven't gotten around to getting to. I didn't have the opportunity to go visit with him, but he's a cool dude.
Yeah, he did about 25 minutes with us in a parking lot, so that was cool.
He was so used to Eastern time being in North Carolina that he forgot the time change in Texas.
Well, I mean, that's because there's nobody in Texas that actually was born in Texas anymore. So, because it's basically California now.
Pretty close.
Same difference, right?
Except
That
for
episode was great. I was so happy that they came on for that.
Oh, that episode turned out fantastic.
I can't wait for everyone to listen to it.
Everyone will have already listened to it, but because this is dropping in like a month. This is recorded on December 4th, guys. So
I'll go ahead
know
and
when
say
you're listening
that this was a great episode with Brandon. They did a really good job, guys. Awesome stuff.
They talked about some great topics. The
Glad
thing.
you liked it.
About the
Topics,
things, the guns, and the AKs, and losing the fucking cigarettes. It was an awesome episode. Yeah, go watch it.
Man, I can't believe Brandon said that about trend clips. Wasn't that crazy?
God damn it.
So I do actually have a little bit of a gun question for you guys.
Wait, we're actually going to talk about our topic?
I know, right?
What's a gun?
Fuck, Mary. Well, if you're trans, you're gonna walk out of the world. So we'll go with that. But fuck, Mary, kill. Beretta M9, Sig 226, CZ 75.
Mm.
Hold on. Can you say that one more time?
Yeah.
So fuck, Mary, kill.
Yeah, got that part.
Beretta M9,
Okay.
Sig P226,
Mm-hmm.
CZ 75.
I've. So. All right. I'm going to go with fuck the M9, marry the 226, and kill the CZ.
You're wrong.
No, I'm
I
not.
would go
I'd
the
say
opposite.
fuck the 226, marry the CZ, kill the M9.
I'm gonna go kill 226 because that's one of the worst fucking guns ever made.
You wash your whore mouth.
Then I'm gonna fuck the M9, which is one of the second worst guns ever made.
You
And
wash
then
your whore
I'm gonna
mouth
marry
again.
the 75.
Hey guys, did you know I use chalk on my Glock?
Do you want to fucking fight? Do you want to fucking fight?
Canted glass moment.
Shock block.
So controversially, I will go with kill the 226,
Amen.
fuck the C, and marry the M9. I'm really liking
I
this
agree.
M9A3, and I really like it. I just picked up an M9A3, and it's been a very, very fun little carry gun.
I agree with
But-
transfer.
I thought you said it didn't fit in your mouth though.
Yeah, I don't walk around with the thing just sticking in my mouth like, hello.
Well, no.
Why
That's the
not?
first thing. I get looked at a little funny at a gun show counter whenever I ask to look at something. First thing I do is stick it in my mouth, pull the trigger.
Does this fit?
Well, no. He said he would fuck
What's the
the
split time on a
CZ, not the M9.
447 grain hollow point going through my skull?
Do you have any salt so this reminds me of the margaritas that no longer numb the pain?
Too real, Ethan.
Do you need to talk, man?
Because if you do, it's not me. Don't talk to me about this. I'm just gonna pat you on the head and say, "Hope you feel better," and run away.
That's exactly what I would have done.
You guys be knowing about the suicide hotline, right?
No, we are doing this bit again.
No. Change the subject.
There's a reason that episode's not airing.
So this weather,
No,
weather's
you
really
guys-
great.
so one thing we encourage our followers to do is to call the suicide hotline and block the lines.
Oh God, no!
No. What is wrong with you?
Oh God.
I couldn't get through the whole thing. But
Oh man.
don't do that, guys.
All right.
We're gonna have to edit that part out.
Yeah, I figured that one probably not.
Suicide prevention hotline. We're gonna start a suicide encouragement hotline.
You can do it.
We believe in you.
Do it, you fucking pussy!
Just
Unlike
end
your
it.
parents.
Don't cut across your wrist. Cut down your forearm.
Remember, kids, don't cross the street. Go down the sidewalk.
Anyway,
Oh my gosh.
I've been.
What have I
Does anyone
signed
here
up
have
for?
experience with
Holy
a P30L? I'm kind of want one.
fuck. They're fucking good, man. They shoot really good.
Yeah. I really want one. Because, like,
Great
yeah, you could
suicide.
get a Glock 17, but
It's pretty fucking cool. If you can get a good price on a P30L, fucking cop it. They're awesome guns.
Wait, does that have the weird fucking paddle magazine release?
Yeah, who
I think it
cares?
does.
Why would you? Yeah,
Also has finger grooves.
I mean, why would you want the fucking paddle thing?
I get that
Because,
you're autistic and you only know how to glide, but
Yeah.
there's other stuff.
No, Europe is autistic because they like weird fucking non-standard controls.
Yeah,
Germans
Glock
make
is
it
the
so you have
second
to
best
flick-
thing to come out of
Let's have
Austria.
a fucking heel mag release. Yeah, fuck it. Why not?
Dude,
You know, the heel mag release is because they only issued you 2 magazines, and then you
Yes,
want
and
your
you
dumbass to drop
keep
it in the fucking mud.
Let's keep that feature 100 years later.
And I'm actually okay with heel mag releases on guns that people have to shoot at. You know, like, oh, well, he can't fucking top that bitch off fast. Fuck you, bud.
So High Point should have heel mag releases.
I
they
just wanna
probably
say
shouldn't even
Yes.
have removable
that-
mags. They
yeah.
should just have you be able to stripper clip load from the top.
Yeah, like a
Like
Sire Han.
Yeah, like a Steyr or a Mauser. Yeah.
Steyr Han point.
This is a meme that I was working
You just
on.
gave Kalash or a freaking idea for his
Yeah.
Photoshop.
Can we get that
quality.
retard on here?
No.
No, everybody said no.
I would imagine you guys would not have any furries on. I would think this is a no furry household around here.
This
You'd
is
be
a no
correct.
furry zone.
I think it'd be interesting to have a
That dude-
furry on just so we could ask them questions about their disability.
That dude fucks his pillow.
That's a good
100% confirmed.
Yeah.
I wanna know if they've ever, like- A, if they've ever fucked an animal, or B, if they've ever wanted to.
Well, we know they wanted to. They're a fucking furry.
Yeah, everybody's wanted a fucking animal. What?
What?
No,
Well, I mean,
Go on.
are humans animals?
Excuse me, what?
go on.
Ethan, go ahead and mute yourself.
So before we
Hey,
went on that
Have you
tangent,
knots on that noose there, Ethan? Just a couple extra knots so we make that neck really break.
so back on the topic of what we're talking about, I honestly think like High Points and like Ruger Security 9s, just like cheap pistols, you know, like the Smith and Wesson one.
Sigma.
Like I think those guns have more confirmed kills, 226s and whatever like SOCOM was using.
This High
not
Point I
really
got
US.
behind a gas station for $80 has more confirmed kills than your LMT sitting in your closet, you loser.
Yes.
Okay, don't talk about my OMT like that.
No,
Fuck
no,
you.
I'm not referring to you. I'm talking about the imaginary internet guy who's calling me dumb.
Also, yes, on a factual level, you are correct that Sigmas and all these other cheap pistols have more confirmed kills because go look at what's in police evidence lockers. Like go find out what's in evidence lockers and just like ask someone at a fucking police department, like, hey, what's in the evidence locker? Like what do you see getting used in crime? They'll fucking tell you. Like I've talked to these guys as customers of mine, and they will outright say, oh yeah, like these fucking gangbangers, they run around with High Points or fucking Sigmas or this thing or that thing. And it's like nothing over $500. The most expensive gun you'll see is a Glock.
Sigma 9mm grind set.
I really hoping someone's gonna make that joke.
I was going to ask if you were referring to Sigma males.
My brain has
I
been
might-
so tainted by that fucking meme for the last month and a half that anytime I hear it just goes to that or that fucking song.
Which song? Can you sing it for us?
Fuck no, I'm not singing it.
Oh, come on.
Come
What else?
on.
We
We
got
were
a,
going to have transfer sing.
Come on, just sing one line for us.
Who was screaming in the background right there?
Is that a
Forge?
cat?
No, I think that was Ford just listening to porn there.
That's my cat. He's
Forge
trying to
was
get
going
my
crazy
cat.
on the Bonnie Rotten takes deep anal and serves herself a succulent pumpkin video.
Oh, I'm
That's
so
why my
glad,
cat's crying, yeah.
I'm so glad FPC sponsored that video.
Dude, I like how FPC started as like a serious organization and they got invaded by the retard lowbirds.
So I think we also have to keep in mind and remember how cringe the NRA was like 6 years ago.
They still
maybe-
are.
They
Like
sent
that.
that letter
Like,
out,
there's
that gun
literally no other-
confiscation.
There's
They-
literally no other option, and it's like I hate and I will mock the FPC every single time when they start propping up stupid people like Bonnie Rotten. But at the end of the day, God, the NRA of the 2010s was so cringe, and
Yeah.
They were.
I'm glad that the NRA is dying the painful death that they are, and that FPC is at least paying for decent lawyers to do things. But that doesn't mean I think that they should be propping up people that they're propping up.
It's the most fellow kid shit ever. Like, hey, fellow Zoomers, look at this porn star.
Yeah,
That's
it's
very
like
true.
when
Don't you-
it's like when Brandy Love was at CPAC or whatever.
Oh, God.
I love that she actually got mad that they kicked her out. It's like, bitch, you do know what you do for work. Like, there's a lot of religious conservatives at this event, and none of them want to talk to you. They are going to kick you out.
Like, hey, kids,
so
don't
I
you like
can't believe
Fortnite?
that the pastor's wife didn't like me because I'm a hooker.
I can't believe that my story about catching 5 loads to the face didn't resonate with the audience.
But I'm
Yeah.
fiscally conservative.
Dude, people who say that they're fiscally conservative and sexually like are up there with people who are saying they're religious but in a spiritual sense.
No.
over under
So
5
annoying.
fingers you could fit inside a Bonnie Rotten.
That
Way over.
over.
I
You could
thought we were going
fit
to go with
like a
both
Christmas ham
hands.
inside of her.
I thought you were talking like over under on 5. I thought you were going to go with hands, not fingers.
How many
I just want to
feet?
say, when we get our C&D letters from all these people we're making fun of, I'm gonna hang it in the office.
I want a
Yeah, the
copy.
Cologne Incorrect office. Hang on. Let me pull up our address real quick.
We had our coffee maker.
This is
on
quite a
few
lovely house you
episodes
guys
ago,
have here
so-
too. I'm really impressed.
Yeah.
Like,
No,
it's-
if you guys want to send us any feedback, send it to 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, Northwest, Washington, D.C. 20500.
Please
And the
don't
admin's
send
name-
anything about this podcast to that address.
Oh, no.
Please.
Ethan, I heard that little joke
And
you were.
we like sugar cookies a lot, so make sure you put a little powdered sugar in the envelope.
So if you're delivering something to us, do it in a Ryder truck.
Oh my gosh.
Any box truck really will work.
Yeah, U-Hauls are inexpensive.
Also, to save on gas, fill it with a bunch of drums in the back.
Oh my gosh.
You might need to go to your local Tractor Supply.
Wait, Ethan, weren't you supposed to be the adult supervision in this room? What the fuck?
You guys were
out.
yeah. You guys were
Make
a little
sure to-
too tame. We had
Make
to,
sure to stock up on fertilizer while you're out because I heard the price is going to go up next year.
See,
By
you're
as
not.
much as you
Ethan,
can.
You're actually
Ethan
probably accurate
recently
on
had
that.
also our producer Ethan recently had an electrical problem in his house, so most of his appliances burnt out. So if you could send him like a new pressure cooker or something.
Thanks, man.
He also needs nails to rebuild the deck.
Yeah. Thank you.
Ball bearings for the drawers.
Dude, your Amazon wish list is going to be a little sus.
If anybody goes to the store and buys more than 3 of these things at one time, please send us a picture of what the cashier thinks.
It will no longer become his Amazon wish list. It'll be an Amazon watch list.
Nice.
Well, I mean, Safeway in Colorado, in a town, I'm not going to say which one, stopped carrying certain things because people could literally buy like 14 out of the 16 things you need to make math.
So, you
No,
guys
remember-
ever like play that game of figuring out what's the 3 things you're going to buy at a grocery store or like a Walmart to make someone at the counter confused? And the hard mode is no sex-related things like condoms or lube or anything.
Yeah, let's do this. Let's do this.
Because
thought.
Okay,
one
go
I
ahead.
thought of was donuts, donut holes, and super glue.
That's
I'm
just
thinking-
stupid.
I'm thinking cucumber, rubber bands, and aluminum foil.
So
Oh my god.
I'm trying to. I have 2 good items. I'm trying to think of what third one that would.
Robot cock.
No. Fuck.
Do you guys like Applebee's?
I love Applebee's.
Okay.
We talked about this
It's
with
like
Nathan, yeah.
He's on a date night.
All right, no.
So-
no.
Now you got your song. You're
Go
be
kill
happy.
yourself.
Thank you.
There,
Mute
there,
him.
thank you.
Kick him out.
Kick him out.
So have you guys heard of Pilk? Do you know what Pilk is?
Yeah, Pepsi milk.
Yeah, Pepsi milk. So
Wait,
last
what
time
the
I
fuck?
went to Applebee's, I ordered my child a milk, and she was like, "This is fucking shit." And so I tasted her milk, and it tasted like carbonated ass. And I opened it, and it was brown. And then a day later, I saw the meme of Pilk, and I was like, "Applebee's gave my child Pilk. What the fuck?"
They're just doing you a favor. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I was thinking, so you could get a Barbie doll, a watermelon, and a hot glue gun. I think those are not related, but they're related enough to make them a little curious.
Could
Person of the
we do
story.
Barbie doll, cucumber, and hot glue gun? Possibly
Oh
eggplant?
yeah.
Yeah.
Barbie
That'd be
doll, cucumber, and an X-Acto knife.
I just need a toaster and then an extension cable.
Toaster, an extension cable, and a Marlon Jennings CD.
One
Yes.
scented candle.
In my at one of my local stores, a guy put a toaster in the
Bathtub.
aisle with all the bathroom stuff,
Nice.
and soap.
I love
Gosh.
whenever I go buy beer at the grocery store and someone just like has made the moral decision of, no, I don't need this. I need the beer, and then you just see like
Yes.
diapers or something else just sitting in the beer cooler.
Yes.
It's like the diaper sitting on top of the fucking push light or whatever.
Oh my god.
You see a bushel of bananas sitting on top of the Pilk.
Honey, what's wrong? You haven't touched your Pilk.
My favorite is the babe, what's wrong? You haven't taken a sip out of your limited edition Phantom Menace 2001 theater cup. Hey, I'm gonna find that.
Please send me that.
Yeah,
Don't-
I'm just gonna throw it in the chat.
Don't dox me. Don't share this, but this is an article from My City about our Walmart.
All right, I won't. That much.
Yeah.
Ooh,
thanks.
this is interesting. The store was closed Thursday morning. Good thing they closed it. I think if someone killed themselves at my Walmart, they would maybe close off the aisle.
No, you don't get to buy the Pilk now.
Maybe.
Got a spill on aisle 9?
Why is this so descriptive?
Wet
At
spill.
aisle 13, the man knelt on the floor, put a 45 caliber gun in his mouth, and pulled the trigger.
I'd be really pissed if I was buying like I'd be really pissed if I
So
was
you
buying.
You can go to aisle 13 in that store, and you can just know right next to the Cheerios and the Kraft mac and cheese, a man
Yo, hold
breathes
on.
his last
Hold on.
breath
How?
in there.
Dude,
Here's the thing.
what?
They actually said the aisle number because they want you to go there and set up a Ouija board in the aisle.
Yeah. That's where
Yo,
they put the Pilk
speaking
now.
of that, nice.
What would be the bigger meme to shoot yourself in a Walmart? If you did it in the tomato sauce aisle or the paper towel aisle?
Actually, I heard that there's a Walmart near me that a guy shot himself in the deli, trying to check his carry gun, and shot himself in the thigh. They only charged him with a misdemeanor.
Oh, God. Get out of here.
There's
I,
a guy
uh,
with negligent autism.
I pissed on my gun the first time carrying because I had to go so bad.
Canted glass moment.
Classic
Oh,
Weber.
wait, who hasn't pissed on their gun? Hold up. Who hasn't pissed on their gun?
Well, not by
I haven't.
accident.
Anyone ever drop a gun in a toilet?
Yeah, 100%.
Oh,
What?
dude, I've come close.
Oh.
Yeah, that's happened to me. That's not fun.
How do you drop a gun in a toilet?
You
Well, it's
take
pretty
it off your belt
Easy.
and you drop it in the toilet.
Yeah, I put it on the tank, and it just kind of slid off and fell in the commode.
He tried to do an upper decker.
Well, you can drop it in there, do your business, and flush it. The gun's not big enough to fit in the toilet hole, so like the flush pressure will wash it off.
Well, imagine if there's like a
point.
big ass shit in there though, and it like the water
It
tries
sits
to.
on top of it.
Oh, the water like tries to force it down the hole, and it gets all smushed into the gun's internals.
Oh, you're getting me all bricked up. You guys not describe it that way.
So anyway, when the shit gets smashed into the small surfaces,
7556.
That's a good one.
Are
Is
we?
that what the
oh,
kids are saying about getting their shit pushed in?
We're back.
No,
to
they're talking
poop.
about anal sex.
We are back to poop, aren't we?
Yeah.
Oh,
Have y'all seen that video of Darth Maul saves the galaxy? And it's that scene from episode 1 where
Oh, he runs.
Liam Neeson's like, Anakin, drop! And he doesn't, and Darth Maul just cuts his head off, and it rolls credits.
Yeah, Grant Thumb posted that video.
What the fuck? Sonic Curry? What? That's not canon. Sonic only likes chili dogs.
Sonic, man. Was it?
Sonic.
Have we looked at the Sonic porn on the show before, or
Oh
was that just
my
a separate
word.
discussion?
No, we aren't fucking doing that.
Let's fucking go.
I want the fucking Nachosaurus, dude. That looks
I do
fucking
too.
cool.
It actually looks fucking rad.
That's fucking cool.
That was all right. Well, for anyone listening, we're just sending you shit posts now.
I think I
Your
got
vertical ham cheese sandwich.
Just
See-
wait.
See, it took us till 2021 to get the vertical ham and cheese. It's because the 19th Amendment. If we hadn't passed that, we would have been here 100 years ago.
Oh yeah, no, you're right. Though.
Lizards.
Oh my god!
Oh, no.
Dude, the loser of the fantasy football league.
Rob, are you okay? Rob's gonna fucking die.
Do I have to bleep the word snickle?
What the fuck?
Oh shit. He's flexing his aneurysm right now. Are you okay over there?
Oh my god, Ethan!
What the fuck did I signed up for? Holy fuck! I did not know we were going here. Fuck!
Oh no!
Oh man, I'm glad this is an audio podcast. We'll post some of these to Instagram, definitely not all of them.
All right, guys, are we ready to call it a show? I think we've exhausted most.
Hey, transfer.
Yeah.
Say a closing.
Oh,
So
boy.
you go ahead and close, and what I want you to do to
Yeah,
close
go ahead and
is
go
I
ahead
want
and
you to
plug
say
yourself for a
one
minute.
line or phrase or quote to end the show whenever you're ready.
Oh god, what's it gonna be?
I'll be honest with you, Joe. I'm kind of retarded.